Hello, and welcome to my Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. See the poster there? Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Overall, it's a good movie. If you haven't seen it, it's on Disney Plus. There is literally no reason not to see it. I mean, if you're a fan of Doctor Strange, if you're a fan of any of the MCU, you should go see it. Bottom line, I give it like probably a 9, maybe 8.5 out of a 10 scoring. Now, okay, so if you haven't seen it, go see it. Now, if you haven't seen any of the other MCU movies like Captain America, Hulk, Thor, Avengers Infinity War, now I will tell you this. If you're like a casual Marvel fan, you had to have seen WandaVision, Infinity War, Doctor Strange 1, of course. This is basically a sequel to Doctor Strange 1. This is basically Doctor Strange 2. They just didn't name it 2. They made it Multiverse of Madness. Let's see, Doctor Strange, Infinity War. Basically, you need to have seen like WandaVision and Infinity War and Doctor Strange are three of the most important. But you need to be familiar with the universe to understand what's going on in this movie. Because if you don't, well, you're just gonna be confused. Marvel movies these days are more like a continuation of one huge story. They're more like a continuation of each movie accumulated. So, yeah, if you just like you just watch this by yourself, like if you've never seen any of the others, you're just gonna get confused and you're not gonna be happy. Just 1 second, get my notes. Okay, so overall, if you haven't seen it, go see it. If you're a fan of the MCU, you should definitely go see it. It's on Disney Plus. There's no excuse not to. All right, now let's talk some spoilers. So, the beginning of the movie, it grabbed my attention. Like, you see an alternate version of Doctor Strange. You can tell he's an alternate version. He's wearing a different suit. He's speaking Spanish. I mean, you see him running, and him and this girl running from this monster in this very multiverse kind of setting, kind of like where Numanda was in Doctor Strange 1. So yeah, it grabs my attention. I'm saying, oh, what's going on here? Okay, we see a different version of Doctor Strange running from this monster. I wonder what we're in for here. It's like it grabs your attention. It gives you for it makes you have like a good introduction. It grabbed my attention. It's a good introduction to the film. Like, you're wondering, okay, what's going to happen with this now? The Doctor Strange, of course, ends up to train this girl he was traveling with, and he ended up trying to kill her because apparently her power is too much to control. Now, I think a lot of movies do this because like they make a character look like kind of a jerk, so we won't feel bad for him when he dies. And that's exactly what happened. Excuse me. He ended up trying to kill this girl in order to save the universe, but this little girl is very innocent. She don't want to die, and then he ended up dying, just being stabbed just like that. And that's how the movie starts. Now, we all also you see Doctor Strange going to this wedding, and I'm thinking, oh no. You first see him sit in the church. I'm like, why is Doctor Strange in the church? He's talking to this guy. He's talking about the blip. I guess it's like common knowledge now that the blip happened, and Doctor Strange was like the main one who gave the stone to Thanos. So you know, like they know it was Doctor Strange who mostly played a big part in everything that went down in Infinity War and the Endgame in their eyes, and he's like kind of regretting, like. He doesn't think that he probably think there could have been another way. He said he lost his cat, lost his brother. He was just being kind of a douche. And you find out that Christine is the one that's getting married. And I'm thinking, oh, there's no way she's getting married. No, we're not doing this again. But unfortunately, we're doing this again. So Christine's getting married. The overall theme, one of the main things in this movie is Doctor Strange, Dr. Stephen Strange, are you happy? And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, he should be. He has all this magical powers. I mean, he can literally like sleep with a girl from like every single country, probably at the same time with this magic. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that can work somehow. I mean, you can sleep with any girl, you can go anywhere you want. I mean, yes, you gotta like guard the station and everything, but you know, man, I mean, you can do a lot more things. I mean, you're saving people. You have a fulfillment job. You can meet a lot of new people. I mean, it's really, honestly, man, if you're not really happy, I mean, you gotta work on that. You gotta go to therapy or something. I mean, there's a lot more things Doctor Strange can do to make himself have more fulfilling life. I'm just saying. I mean, so this big monster comes to attack Americano. And I really like to see this. This is probably like my third favorite scene, like maybe fourth. But when this big octopus thing tries to kill Doctor Strange, or tries to attack, she's trying to attack Americano. That's what the new character name, Americano. So they're trying to kill her, and it's like, okay, this gets my attention. You see this Doctor Strange, he jumps out of the balcony in like a huge dramatic way, and they go in to kill the octopus and like end up stabbing it in the eye, which is cool. The whole sequence was pretty cool. Good CGI. Well, in my opinion, good CGI. I'm not an expert, but it was a good fighting sequence. Now, let's skip a little bit over towards the what everybody talks about, the main multiverse scene with this is probably my favorite scene in the movie. It's with Dr. Xavier, Mr. Fantastic. Let's see, the Captain Marvel. But she's African American. She's got like a whole black suit. I actually really do like that suit. That suit is probably like, I thought she was a Black Panther, in my opinion. But apparently she was a Captain Marvel, which is interesting. Okay, so we have that. We have the Captain Marvel. We have Captain Carter with the shield. We saw her from the Oh, you probably have to see What If also to understand this movie, because you see Dr. Carter, Captain America's love interest, who in an alternate universe became Captain America. So that was nice to see. Let's see, who else? We saw the Inhuman, which I have no idea who the Inhuman is. I don't know. I mean, the only reason I know him now because I seen the movie and I saw his, whoa thing, his little voice powers that can really destroy everything. And we see Mr. Fantastic with the stretching guy from Fantastic Four, which I thought was cool. Now, I don't know how people feel about these cameos. I like the cameos. I thought they were solid. And we saw Dr. Xavier. We got to see the X-Men song when he was coming in with his chair. It was like, we should tell him the truth. And then you see the little mind thing and stuff. So I thought these cameos were good. I thought they were pretty straight. I thought they got beaten up a little bit too easily, in my opinion. I mean, I guess that had to have happened because, that's how the plot. The movie would be over if they all just, decimated Wanda, and plus she's inside the body of an innocent woman. So yeah, they can't exactly kill her. So Wanda was at an advantage. She was there for the kill. Wanda is just a straight up villain in this movie. She's there to kill. So they all got beaten up easily. That's how the plot. Was able to progress because they got through them, and then Doctor Strange was able to escape, and the story moves forward. Overall, this scene with the whole multiverse, it was cool to see. You saw Mr. Fantastic. I wasn't expecting to see him. I didn't know he would be in this movie. All I knew is Dr. Xavier would be in this movie, because you heard his voice in this trailer, so you already knew that he was going to be there. So let's see what else. There's two tropes I'm talking about. Let's talk about my least favorite trope in movies. I hate it when like the heroes or the protagonists, they go to somebody for help, but the person they go to help ends up just screwing things up for everybody. This happened twice. It happened the first time this happened was when Wanda went to go Dr. Strange went to go ask for Wanda for help. But it turns out Wanda was the one that was causing all this trouble in the first place. She sent the monsters. She's gonna be attacking them. I mean, she's literally the whole villain in this entire movie. They go to the station, and then they go try to see his friend. his friend, the guy from Doctor Strange 1, the African American, he has braids now in this universe. He was the one at the end of Doctor Strange was like, because I know what's wrong with this universe. Too many sorcerer. That guy. They go to him for help, and he seemed like a cool dude. He seemed like he might be different than the one from 1. But he ended up betraying them. He ended up spiking their drinks and locking them up. So yeah, it doesn't ruin the movie for me, but I just don't really like that that whole trope where the protagonist goes to somebody for help, and they just kind of end up making things worse. It's like, why do we even go to them in the first place? So, but talking about my favorite trope, this is one of my favorite tropes in this movie, in movies in general. So, I really like how a movie ends how it begins. The alternate verse of Doctor Strange tries to cure Americano, and Americano doesn't want to. She doesn't want to die. She doesn't understand why, but at the end of the movie, she matures, she grows. It's like, you know what? You gotta kill me. This power is just way too much. It's way too much power to have in the wrong hands. So many universe, so many people, trillions of people can die if I let this power get in the wrong hands. If this power dies with me, that's cool. I gotta go. I think that's really mature of her, considering how young she is. She looks, 15, 16. I'll be surprised if she's older than that, but that's Americana. That's why I like. I like how a movie ends how it begins, but in like a different twist. Doctor Strange. This Doctor Strange was more like, no, you're not going to do that. You're going to go over there and kick her butt. That's what you're going to do. You're going to go and stop that witch. And she's like, and that's what I would do if I had Americana's fight. Even though I can't really control her, I'll be just doing like some random punches and like open up a whole bunch of universes and just, the universe will be what. It wouldn't be good if I had these powers. Let me just say that, because I would just be doing some random stuff all the time if I was in trouble. If some monster, some witch was trying to kill me, the whole universe would have been messed up, because I would have opened a bunch of them. But I'm just trying to stop it. That's just me. It's just me. So I really like this, like that scene. Okay, let me see. I have a picture of Wanda coming up. How we feel about Wanda after this movie? I really don't know how I feel about her. I understand. She slept every night. Every night she dreamt about her children, who she lost, who wasn't really real, but they were real to her, and she lost them in WandaVision. That would drive anybody crazy. But at the same time, he went to war with all these people who just want to, they just want to protect the universe. They're trying to stop this crazy woman from getting these powers. So yeah, of course they're going to stand against you, woman. Any hero did. I'm surprised any of the other Avengers didn't step in and try to stop her. They actually did they kind of acknowledged that. But Doctor Strange said when he went to go to Wanda for help, but of course she ended up being a villain. But he said, none of the other Avengers get cut. Not Ant-Man, not actually there's not really much heroes left. There's Hulk, Ant-Man, Thor is on Otherworld, Guardians of the Galaxy on Otherworld. Yeah, there's not really much left. Because, Captain America died, Iron Man's gone. We don't know what's happening with Black Panther. I just saw the trailer for the new Black Panther movie. Apparently, the child is actually gone in the MCU. So that's interesting. So, they don't really have much people to... they could go to Buggy and them, but they need somebody, Matt. They need somebody who knows more of the multiverse for this. Anyways, yeah. Wanda, we understand why she's doing this. She wants to save her. She wants to be with her boys. But you're willing to take over another woman's life, who probably feels the exact same way as you do. 2, you're killing a bunch of people in a Doctor Strange section with the whole war. That's another one of my favorite scenes, when you see all the Doctor Strange and all of his allies. The magic sanction people. They're going to war against this woman. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. we're getting all set up. We're going like a full-on attack. Like, I thought that's a very cool sequence to me. That's a little bit, almost a little bit like an Infinity War, like when Black Panther, the Hulk were all running to stop Thanos' army. It might so it's kind of like that for me, only a little bit, not on the same scale, but just for a little bit. So yeah, Wanda, she's just, I don't know. I was kind of done with her at the movie. I was like, when I saw that she was about to die, I was like, okay, bye. We don't need you. You're just causing too much trouble at this point. If she comes back, I really hope she can redeem herself. You know, I think in the comics, I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty sure that's how things went in the comics. You know, she goes crazy. She either destroys all the X-Men or creates the X-Men. I really don't know. Like, I haven't read comics. I just seen like a few clips on YouTube. Read those comics. I only read like a few comics in general. So, yep. I don't really have anything else to say about this movie. Wanda, I was kind of done with her, but I could see her redeem herself. This is a very good movie. Now, one last thing, what would I do differently? Well, when it comes to a movie that has the word multiverse in it, you know, for me, like, I would make it like the biggest. Like, I would make it huge. I would have, like, multiple universe. You see an alternate version of Hulk. You see, hey, you can bring back Tony Stark. Bring back an alternate version of Iron Man. I mean, I will have them. I'll go to several universes. It's several different characters. See evil versions of, I don't know, Spider-Man. You can see him go to Miles Morales. I mean, the sky is the limit, literally. The sky is the limit. You can go do anything with the multiverse. So with me, I would just do a bunch of stuff. I mean, I would go to a different universe. I would go to the one where Ultron took over from, like, What If. You go to a universe with the zombies. I mean, you can just do so many things when it comes to the multiverse, which they might do in future movies. And I also understand that they can't really do everything because of budget and getting stars there, and there's just so many things. But you know what? I think it's a good movie. You know, for what we got, I think it's good. Overall, I think it's a good movie. I didn't really haven't really looked at the reviews yet, so I already know how other people feel about this movie. But overall, I think it's pretty good. I gave it a 9.5. Woo! Thank you all for watching. I'm finna get some water. I really appreciate whoever watches this. The very few people who do, I really appreciate it. Yeah, you know what to do. Thank you all. Goodbye.